Good morning, everyone. My name's Alex, and I wanted to share with you my latest kite project. This one is Japanese bird kites, but I'm the guy that previously brought to you Freddy's Auto Gyro Kite, which you can see on YouTube, Freddy's Auto Gyro Kite, parts 1, 2, and 3. So now, what I've got here is a book on Japanese bird kites. I purchased one of these books back in the 80s in Seattle at a kite shop, and it was destroyed. And I've been looking for this book for years, and I finally found one on eBay, and it came directly from a guy in Japan. So let's take a look at this book. It's all about making these beautiful Japanese bird kites. So this came from Japan with a couple of really cool newspaper articles in it about the author. And the author's name is Goto Shuhei. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Also referred to as Shu Gato in these newspaper articles. This book was printed in 1977. So this is a book of poetry, beautiful, beautiful pictures. There is actually some light philosophy in here, and some instructions on how to make these kites. It's all written in Japanese, and with the help of a Google Translate app, I was able to figure out what in the world Shu Gato was talking about. I mean, as you can see, this guy has got some craftsmanship going on. It's incredible. It's just absolutely beautiful. So the part that interests me the most is this book actually came with a full-size set of plans on how to make a seagull kite. So during the translation, I figured out what he's talking about. So what we do here, what I have done, and what he has done, I wanted to make this in a traditional Japanese paper craft method. And this book has some really good photos of how he builds these things. So we start with willow sprigs. I found a tree locally, and I harvest some yellow weeping willow sprigs. First of all, you have to peel the bark off. That takes some time. And then he hand bends them, and hand forms them using heat from a candle. If you're interested in learning more about how to do this, I'm happy to share it. This is just kind of a little overview of what I've got going on so far before I finish up. I wanted to show you what I have so far. So he takes you through step by step on how to build these kites, how to put them together. And this is what I have so far. I've basically taken all these willow sprigs, stripped the bark, hand formed them, bent them. You can see, tie little lashes of string around to help strengthen this, but this is very delicate, very lightweight. Here's the wings. I've got those put together. Those are ready to be covered. And what we use to cover is called washi paper. And if you're going to do this, you want grade A. This is the best stuff. This comes right from Japan. It's kind of slick. You crumple it up before you cover, and it's almost like a lightweight fabric. It's very, very strong. It's made from mulberry pulp. And I actually taken my poetic license and modernized some of his process just a little bit, keeping in the tradition of how he's doing this. So a little hobby iron works great to flatten this out before you cover. And here's my little list of things that you'll need. If you're a model builder, you have all this basic stuff. Clamps, sanding blocks, a candle for heating and bending and forming the wood. I use the CA glue, Model Builder's glue, and this is used to bond the paper to the structure. This is washi paste. All this stuff is available online. Here is just some examples of the finished wood. These are some leftover scraps. It takes a process to figure out how big and how long and how pliable these pieces are. So here's the little seagull feet that I made. And these plans, they're accurate, but they're not great detailed. So this is going to take some skill as a model and a kite builder to really get this thing dialed in. There's some things that aren't really known and I had to figure out. So that's kind of where I'm at. I just wanted to share this book with you. It's a fantastic book. It's called Beauty in the Wind by Gato Shuhi. Thanks, guys. I'll keep you posted.